So today guys, back at Castle Donington Race Circuit, and we're looking at vintage cars, and wow, some of these cars are amazing. Let me show you some of these cars. I haven't got a clue what they are, but wow, look how old they are. These are amazing, look at these. These are actual race cars. They're not just show cars that people take to shows. These are taking these on the racetrack. They're going to actually take these on the racetrack and race them. Look at that. I wish I knew what they were. Hey, look at that. Hey, they actually take them on the racetrack. They're not show cars, they're race cars. Shortly we will see these on the racetrack. The first race today is pre-1925. Cars that are over 100 years old. So that's the first race. That's in about 10 minutes. First race is cars that are over 100 years old are going to be racing around a racetrack. That's a three-wheeler. Look at that. Look at these. I don't know which one was which, what age and what, but wow, look at them. Something wants to tell me that's a Jag. Austin. That's an Austin. Wow. Amazing. Look at these. They're going to race these. We're going to see these on a racetrack racing each other. I bet they're a bit easier to maintain than the ones that we have nowadays with all the electronics and everything on them. I mean, there's loads. So to suggest that's an MG, but I don't know whether it is or not. Oh, it is, yes. I've got an MG. It's a bit newer than that one. Wow. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. When you love a car like that, when you love to race a car like that. I tell you what though, I don't think they're that safe. You know, with Formula 1 and that have moved forward in safety over the years. I wouldn't like to crash one of these. I wonder if they'll all wear the vintage helmets as well. That would be cool if they do. Wear the vintage helmets as well. That would be brilliant. Well, we'll have a look at some more of them in a minute. Let's go to the infield and see what we can see. So we're going through to the infield now. This is, you have to adjust your eyes. It won't really, like last week it was even worse because it was bright sunshine. It won't be so bad today. We'll get down here, we go onto the other side. You should be able to see the cars at the side of the track. Well, not on the side of the track, on the track. So I can't remember what the view's like, so we'll have to see if you get a decent view or not. But them cars that we just walked around were amazing, weren't they? And now we're coming out the other side, so we're on the infield now. We'll go up these steps and you have to see this side of the start-finish line. These steps, I mean, you have to take like 2 steps to walk up the step. It's weird, it's like stretch your leg out. My legs are best at the moment as it is as well. We're just driving through here today. You can see we're starting to set up for Donington Download Festival. That's not on until the 11th of June, and it's the 24th of May. So, what's that, take them nearly 3 weeks to set the place up ready for download? I wonder if it takes them so long to take it down as well. You can hear the cars in the pits, but nothing on track yet. And there's my obsession with the aeroplanes again. This one's taking off though. Last week they were all coming in. I'm one of them soon. Don't know where I'm going, but it won't be long. Just wondering where the best place to be is to see the cars when they get onto the sort of finish line. Remember, like I said, these cars are pre-1925, over 100 years old. Now, it looks like they're on the track up here. So, have a look up here. See. Yeah, I think they're on the track. You see? I think they're on there. Let's have a look. We were just saying last year it was that wet they had to abandon the race. We're a bit closer now. Look at this. Hey. You can sort of tell the bloody pre-1925, can't you? That white one. Let's have a look at all these down here. I imagine they'll be getting into them soon, getting ready to race. Wow, I bet they don't go that fast, you know. I bet they feel fast when they're on the racetrack. You know, I once did an open wheeler, they're only 1.6 litres, but because you're low to the ground, you feel so fast, unreal. It look like a wheel to fall off one of these, or a blooming something like that. I imagine it to be quite dramatic. So I bet it happens sometimes though, you know. If you like your vintage cars, this is definitely something to come through. Season passes and they're expensive. This is the third event I've been to now, which would cost you probably, for them 3 events, would probably cost you, I don't know, 40, 80, 120 pounds. So, and I think there's about 48 events in a year. So, whether you make them all or not, but the pass is well worth it. You've got a good view there. You can see that. See if we can zoom in on that one. Look at that. It's a shame the wide fences there. That's a good view of that one. I think what I'm going to do is watch them when they start. It started 5 minutes ago, so I don't know what's going off. My first time here. So I'll watch them at the start. When they've done the start, then I'm going to take a wander down to further into the infield where you can get a good view of them coming through the track. Actually get a good view. I might have to zoom in there and get a bit of a view of them going through the track, because it's a shame here that there's this wide fence. But I have found a bit of a gap. We had to see that, so I've moved a bit further down. We've got the blue one there, there's a white one. Was that? Can you see the number? Can't quite see the number. Zoom in a bit more.
The auto solos. Yes, because they're not really compatible with
70
and sprints, but
not quite sure.
trials cars can take part in the auto solo as well, which is nice.
So we're going to watch these.
It takes brains to
Come off the start line,
only done one,
and then we'll wander down over that way, over there, over this way, down that field. You can see a bit more of the track. There's a couple of laps we'll see coming around the track. So they've just been told to get in the car, so the drivers there. I must have missed something because they're on about a restart. So I'm sure I got here before the race started. Cars are starting to, drivers are starting to get to the cars now. Yeah, I'll have to push it now. Let's push it to start it. Huh? To push that to start it.
First of the engines refired. Push start now. Number 100 back into life, nearly got it. Crit. 1 and 2. Reversing up.
And another one started.
With a chain.
Where's the start line?
His left shoulder.
If you like your vintage cars, it's definitely something worth coming to look at. Look at these.
A lot of the other cars.
Doing a U-turn.
I think he's going right around the track. Everyone else is reversing. He's obviously not got a reverse.
I guess.
Trying to reform the grid back there. We shall wait and see.
They're all getting to their grid spaces now.
Being moved back into the pits. Yeah,
they're all going into the pits. So we'll have to have a formation lap then.
Has gone.
Still amazing to see though, isn't it?
He doesn't quite have the lock. 75 demonstrating his lock. Can he make it? Just the left-hand side of the car.
There's no lock on him at all.
As he makes this not quite a three-point turn, he didn't need to. Yeah, they're bringing the cars back into the pits. Hopefully we'll get to see this not play again later today.
Oh, so these are on the pre-1920s, and this must be a different one.
Archie Collins.
I'm really not sure.
Number 17.
We missed something here. Unless they're not running to the timetable I've looked at. Still, even if not got to see the race, it's amazing to see them, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Cadwell Kerbra earlier this year. Archie's grandfather came up to the commentary box and said that everyone listening might be interested to know that the combined age of car and driver for his entry was in excess of 200 years.
Combined age and car of drivers in excess of 200 years. Wow. But this could be the pre-1925s then.
That's the thing with these cars rarely changing hands. You usually get hold of them through family connections.
Yes, Sanford Andrews just managed to get his mount back into life using the starting handle.
Using the starting handle.
Back through the pit
Wow.
garages, others going all the way to the end.
We press a button now.
The pit lane.
But we will see.
And the aeroplane again. I love my aeroplanes, don't I? So apparently we're going straight to race 2 now. So I need to have a look and see what race 2 actually is. So it turned out that race 1 started 15 minutes early. So when I got here, there'd already been a crash and the race had been red flagged. It started at 1 o'clock, they were supposed to start at 1:15. So a guy just called to me and said, "Do you know what's happened?" He says, "Well, there's no cars on track." He says, "You see, the race seems to have stopped, but it shouldn't have even started." So it turned out that time it started at 1. So I got here for 1:15, so that's why you've only seen the cars stood on the grid, because apparently there's a car crashed out on track that skidded and stopped the race. So now we're going to race 2. They've just been called for the assembly room to race 2, so I imagine they'll be on track pretty soon. And now the weather's turning. It says it's going to rain. 31% chance of rain at 2 o'clock, and they're just about to start the race. So it could potentially end up with another one being stopped. So apparently they're forming up at the back of the grid now, so they should be coming out. This is the pre-war standard and modified sports cars. Some Bugattis, some other names that are out there, some that I've never recognised before. So but they should be coming to this. That's the start-finish line. Hopefully see them there soon. So I've just heard that one of the cars has got a 2-shift gearbox. Now if you think cars today have like Formula 1 cars have 7-8 gears, 6 gears in a family car. The car on this track today has got 2 gears. Could you imagine that? So apparently there's 15 cars in this race. Can't wait to see them. So they've just said the 1-minute board is up, so the car should be coming onto the grid in 1 minute. Remember, these are pre-war race cars. So like post-war, 1946 onwards. That's just formation, man. They're not racing yet. So they'll be coming around to take the places on the grid and the next come down. So after a wait, because there was a crash on the first race, so the first race got red flagged. Second race is about now to go, and they are calling the cars to assembly for race 3. So should get some racing now. The people are on the finish line to start the race. So we're about to go racing. And they're about to line up on the grid now. You can see the guy there is on that. I wonder if anybody's ever been knocked over by accident when they stood on those spaces. I'm pretty sure in like Formula 1 and things like they stand at the edge of the track now. So they're walking up to show where each box is. So they're all lining up now, look, ready to go racing. I say, post-war cars, 1946 onwards. I don't know what year they go up to. That one's 3 wheels, that one. I think that's one I saw when I was coming in. Or might have been a similar one. I wonder if that MG is up there. I'll have to have a look when we go back out. Have a look where the cars are. Yeah, the numbers like 25, 35, 50, 64, 54. Can't see all the others, a bit too far away. I think there's a 49 up there. I'm sure there'll be a list somewhere of what cars what and the name of the drivers. Apparently there's a woman driver who's got quite a slow car off the start, but then she catches the pack up, and she's quite a good racer apparently, from what the commentators have been just saying. And that's it, the green flag up there, so that's about it. So I think we're waiting for the lights now. Yeah, here we go, I think we're about to go. There we go. Open that one shooting forward. So we're going out to the other side of the track now, see what it seems like many of the spectators do the same thing. They've all just watched the start, then they're all going down to this side of the track now. If you look, see them going around, so they're just about to complete the first lap up there. So around up there, we're going over here, just down this hill. You can see there's a real good point for viewing it. So we'll get the cars on the second lap. So they're just going in the start-finish line, so I don't know if we'll get them on the second lap or the third lap. It seems that the rain's just blown over, just about 3 spots of rain, and I think it's blown over and it's staying away. So I think we've got away with that one for now. So it'll stay dry for now, I think. So which is good because we get to see the cars and be able to have a look at going through the track. Yes, the sounds of the engine, it sounds amazing, don't they? So if you're into vintage cars, you've definitely got to come and watch one of these. So they've just gone through on the second lap, so it'll be the third lap when we get them on track. So they've just gone up over the top up there. So it'll be the third lap when we actually get to see them come down. So on the third lap they'll be coming down there. We had a good view all the way around there, look. Absolutely brilliant view. All the way down there and up there. So I think we'll go down near the bottom there and have a look, get a bit closer. Really cool, coming through the track now. Because I don't know who these races are yet, I'm sure I'll get to know them, but they've totally left the pack by the looks of it. Yeah, these are 1946-ish cars, and they're on Donington Race Track. Hey, think about that. We're spread out now, isn't it? If you go to Garage 39, they'll have a timer where you just took him. I think this might be the last one in the last place. Let's take a wander at the top of this hill and see if we can get a view of them on the top of the hill and get a bit more of a close-up of where they are. Because you didn't realise how far away they are there. So we're going to take a walk up this hill and see if we can get a bit closer to them. I don't know if that car was supposed to do that, but a massive puff of smoke's just come out the back of it and now it's slowing down and somebody's overtaking him. So I don't know if there's something wrong with his engine. There we go, let's maybe take a manoeuvres here, I think. I don't think you can quite get past him. Oh, just missed that overtaking manoeuvre. Chopping and changing places now. Oh, is he going for it? He's getting close. Is he going, oh, it's going to go around the outside of him? No, not quite. This one's shifting. The 54. Oh, I think they might be lining up for an overtake here. Is he going for it? They look like they're going to take on that corner and they don't seem to manage it. So 7 laps, 12 minutes. It's a 20-minute race. So might get to double figures for the race.
Into the slipstream.
So just said the MG is closest. I think that MG is on here. I was looking at when we come in. The little tent there, so it's building out in the wind. Everything's usually blow away, don't they? Getting some wind and stuff in there. It's a bit different to last week. Last week these absolutely lined with people. So I was told it'd be a lot quieter this week. This week it's a lot quieter. It's a shame really because it's a good event. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people find older cars more interesting than newer cars. But then I suppose if it's not in the limelight, so, but I'm enjoying it. Not a bit closer to the cars here, so let's see. So you can see we're coming down from that hill there, all the way down here, through the F, and then around this corner as you're coming in now. I had to get the plane in with a car, didn't I? So there's 15 cars. Oh, we're going to get overtake here. He's trying. There's 15 cars in this race apparently. It's pulling away now. Look, got close to him in the corner, pulled away to him out of the corner. He's left that blue one there, unless that blue one's overtaken. This is the Donington and John Goddard Trophy VSCC Specials.
John Goddard Trophy.
Car could take more than one.
But they're not allowed
They're
to
coming
on
down
the
the
SEC
corner now.
Because it could be very easy to be overall class winner under 1100.
You could win the Donington mug and win your class.
Yep.
And be a vintage car. So clearly you can win 3 quid.
Yeah. It could be under 300.
Lap as well. Yes, if you were the overall winner with a car under 3 litres.
actually found somewhere close to the track that hasn't got wire fencing all around where I can get a good view of the cars and get some good video of it. Saying the tractor and ambulance, even better view otherwise. Think about it, it's probably some of the most dangerous sports cars to drive. You've got all these modern technology now, like the handles in Formula 1 and things like that. You've got nothing protecting the head and hands and neck on these cars, have you? You roll that over, it's going to be blooming nerves. Yeah, what? He nearly lost it? Right. Honestly, if you roll that over... Open wheelers on this track and it is fun, unfortunately. I actually caught the pace car. I'm not allowed to overtake the pace car. I caught the pace car up.
I do apologise.
Some staff. Exciting racing throughout the field. Everyone
Yeah, that's it. The heads are exposed, both exposed, already made of metal, no safety devices whatsoever like the modern cars. It's kind of be quite scary, to be fair.
It is this time, yes, you're right. I think the traffic, the chaos.
He's being taken. Is he going to? No, he is going to lose that position.
Hard on the brakes. Will the silver car take it? No, I reckon that order will change again. The line that car will be behind.
Yes, but.
Just coming through.
I think this is the one that nearly lost it last time round. Come through there a bit slower this time, make sure he didn't move any broadside. I was able to get it again, but I think he learned his lesson.
I think that
So now we're on to race 4, Hawthorne Trophy. Apparently these are pre-66 cars, pre-1966 cars. Apparently they're going to be the fastest cars of the day. So we'll see what these are like. Okay, so the race has been abandoned. So that was race 4, I think, and that's been abandoned for all circumstances. More information will be released soon. So I don't know what's going off there. So they've totally abandoned the whole meeting. There's no more races. I don't quite know what's happened, but they were supposed to be going on until 10 to 6, and that was like a 50-minute race or a 30-minute race. And they've abandoned everything, cancelled everything, and sent everybody home. I heard somebody say something to do with, unfortunately, these things happen. So I don't quite know. I've missed it. But it's all gone a bit strange and a bit weird. And to abandon a whole, I mean, it's only on race 4, and to abandon everything, it's just got to be something serious, hasn't it? Shit. So, when the race was red flagged when we first got here, apparently the car rolled, but I didn't know anything, I didn't see anything. It was first race. And now they've just abandoned the whole day. So I would imagine it's something very serious, and that's why they've abandoned the day. Which, wow, my first time going on to these vintage things and something like that happens. Poor guy. I feel for his friends and family. Because if he'd just broken an arm, they wouldn't be just shutting the whole day down, would they? Not good. Not good at all. Would you believe a guy come up to me asking me what happened, and obviously we think it's really serious, and the guy comes up to me and asks me, and I'm like, well, I don't know, it's obviously serious, send us all home. And then he says, they didn't say anything about reimbursing us. Really? Potentially somebody's had a fatality and all he's bothered about is getting his 40 quid back. Wow. Some people. I did actually say, not that long ago, didn't I? I did actually say that they'd be dangerous compared to modern day cars if you were to crash them or roll them, and then they've abandoned the whole day. I did say they'd be dangerous if you was to crash them.